Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lost Ember, which has been lost for quite some time. But now that we have discovered the truth about our past life as a human who ended up causing a revolution that burned down her civilization, and now that we have finally figured out the truth of the spirit who has accompanied us on this adventure, being the spirit of our own father who killed us, it's finally time to return to these lost ways and finish the story. So, if you don't remember what has happened, I highly recommend going back and seeing the last few episodes in our playlist. It's been a dramatic story and one that was so powerful it took me quite some time to be ready to come back to. But let's go ahead and move forward. That's all we could really ask to do, especially with our father. We both need to find peace and a way to move on after all. And I'm hoping this is going to be it. We know that our father ended up accidentally killing us in his pursuit of us, in retribution for destroying the civilization after all. But how did our body get all the way into that cave and crushed under rocks? Or was that him? That was probably our father's body holding on to the medallion that was our name. And I think it's time. He and I are the only two humans left in the world. In a way, neither of us are humans. At the moment, I am a wolf who can possess the spirits of other animals, and he is a floating spirit. So I should say, he and I are the only two spirits left behind. And I think finding peace with one another will allow us to move on. Here we go. Is this gonna be it? Is there anything down here that we need to find first? No? Alright. Let's move on. And let's go forward.
Right. I hope you can forgive me, Kalani. I would understand if you just leave me here. I don't deserve the City of Light. I don't deserve you.
I wonder what he thought was going to happen. And it's not like we can just leave him.
Maybe we should get back down now?
No, come on. I mean, we're literally the last two human spirits left. I don't see the point in not forgiving him. Oh, it's down here. Oh, look, it's the spirits of birds? It's the spirits of the buffalo. Oh. Are we finally moving on? It's so odd. I was so upset and so frustrated during our story that we were the ones who were expected to forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive. Even though we were trying to make things better with the revolution that was happening. There they go. But I wonder if we were actually trapped here because our father couldn't leave the past behind. And he really needed us to forgive him. I wonder if that's why we're here. Where are we going? Over here? Ah, there we go. Up. Would you forgive him? I mean, I think as time has gone on, as terrible as this sounds on the level of me that really wants justice, and I've noticed this in real life too, there were moments in the past that I never had justice from and for, and that I used to obsess about. It consumed my own soul. And I used to think everything in my heart and soul would be settled if I could just take that person to justice, if I could just go back in time and change that horrifically painful moment. of my life. But the truth is, I never did get that justice. And as I've gotten older and time has gone on, all I have really wanted is just peace. And as even more time has gone on, and even though it irks me to admit on some distant level, in the end I found that really the way to that peace was forgiveness, not of the action, but in the moment. Forward-facing forgiveness, I would say. Not forgiveness for what happened in the past. I think that people really need to kind of clarify that. But kind of a releasing and a letting go that made the future possible. Now, where are we going, I wonder? I have no idea. Down here? Is this where we're supposed to go? Let's find out. Oh, here we are. But I don't know if that'll help some of you guys with this long, long story and the tale that we have been following for so long. But yeah, there are moments in my life that I won't ever get justice for. And I thought that that would eat at me forever. And instead, I've found a way to just kind of let things go. Alright, let's figure out where we're going. And I guess let things go in a way not that excuse the people who hurt me, but just realize that as the weight of my life carried on, as I gained more experience, as my life became bigger than the past, and the past just became a smaller and smaller fragment of who I am, it's just easier sometimes to let go. Here we are. I think I found the way. Yes. Through the caves, across the open sea. Yeah, I think in the end, especially if you consider the context of where we are, we're both spirits now. The world that we had was imperfect, and the only decisions that we can really make are what we are going to do about the moment now. Do I believe he is truly remorseful? Do I believe that he would make those same decisions again? No, I think he regrets what he's done.
That looks like a whisper stone. Is that...
There he is. I don't know how he thought that was going to end, chasing us across the world in retribution for his emperor. We would have been executed if he took us back, but maybe the reality of seeing us die was just too much. Oh, is he carving our name? Like the stones that we saw back in our village. Oh, I think he made us a new one, so that we'd be able to carry our name into the next life. I know it's terribly morbid of me, but I wonder if you messed up and somehow wrote wolf and that's why we were reincarnated as a wolf. I don't know. You can only hold on to regret and bitterness for so long. You have to be aware of the context of where you are in life. And that's how I've moved on from the things that I never got justice for, and situations that I really know to the core of my being were wrong to have happened to me. I made my life bigger and bigger and bigger until that just became a fragment of who I am. And I just knew the context was important.
I gave you a funeral here. I know you didn't believe in the ritual, Kalani, but this meant a lot to me. Kalani, I finally realized what you were trying to tell me with all this. Why you brought me here. I was wrong about it all. I've always been. It was never you who needed guidance to the City of Light, was it? It was me.
Aww.
I'm the lost Ember.
We've been helping our dad. I really think with everything he did to us and everything
Do you see this?
he supported that was wrong, I think that's really beautiful.
Do you know what this means?
Because that's another path to just being right or having justice or
That's
just
the
being
City of
able to
Light.
forgive. It's helping
It
to
has to
build
be.
something even better together that eclipses the pain of the past with something even more amazing that makes up for all of the mistakes and then some.
Am I invited in?
Will we both go in? I want to go with my dad to the City of Light. I want to let both of our spirits move on and make up for what we've done.
Come
with
on.
Something even better. Oh. Oh. We ended up finding a relic, a very important relic. Oh my gosh, the last relic. A Tivo's amulet. A traditional Yaran name amulet. Children used to get their first amulets as an initiation ritual to welcome them as full members of the Yanran society. This particular amulet looks a bit more provisional and amateurishly made. But hey, Dad made it as best he could. And I don't know, yeah, it's cool being a wolf, exploring the world. But I'd be even more excited to see where the future between the two of us could go. To see him grow. And I guess that's another lesson in all of it too. More than being right, more than justice sometimes. I think, honestly, even though it sounds odd, that's how I've gotten better with the things that have been hard in my life in the past. Pursuing whatever it is where no matter the past, the future can grow into something beautiful. Are we almost there? Oh my goodness. It takes a minute to reach. I wonder if we purposely left or stepped back from the City of Light so that Dad could grow. I wonder if the Emperor is here. In the end, you can only do so much with the context of the time that you were born into. There'll probably always be wrongs we make and rights we did, things we wish we could have done differently. But moving on would be the most important part, I think. Wait, why doesn't
Wait.
Dad get to move on?
What just happened? Wasn't that the City of Light?
I don't know what else it could have been.
I don't understand.
Am I denied because of destroying the thing?
Maybe it wasn't.
Oh, I thought that it was all going to be over.
Maybe there isn't even such a thing. Maybe this whole idea. Who even needs it anyway? If there's one thing I learned, it's that you and me, Wolf. That's
should
really
call me by-
all I needed.
You should call me by my name. Oh,
What?
here we go.
Kalani? But I...
Aww. Aww. I guess in the end it was more story about him than us, huh? not on the Lost Ember anymore. I wonder if Wolf is just a wolf now.
Wolf.
I mean, shouldn't that be me? I wonder if Kalani has two spirits. Wow. I mean, look, that's me, right? Then what does that say about Wolf? We weren't Kalani all along?
Thank you.
Ah, that's the point. It's just a wolf. We were just a wolf. That wasn't us at all. We were just helping a lost ember find his way to the City of Light. And we were not Kalani, and her pain and past was just something we shared to help. But it wasn't actually us. Heckin'? We were a little spirit guide. The beauty of moving on, I suppose. That's why I would try to help people understand if I was a spirit guide. And I think that may be it, my friends. Quite the twist, because I really thought we were indeed Kalani, but we were not. We were a spirit guide wolf all along, and we were helping Kalani's father actually find a way to move forward. Wow. That surprised me. I really didn't think that we were not Kalani, but apparently we just had the ability to like access her life and memories through helping her father. I guess if you think about it, it's almost, yeah, if you think about it, almost everything she did, her father either knew of in some way or had been related to in some way. Well, alright, what do you guys think about that? Were we actually Kalani? Were we not? What do you think about peace and letting go and exploring the world the way that we did? I liked that story. I disagreed and fought with some of it. I do think that it definitely confused me. But most of all, I'm really grateful to have had the opportunity to think about what it means to forgive, and how sometimes you just reach a point where you realize the best thing to do is just to move forward, to find the growth that lets you go forward into the world. So very beautiful, very unique adventure, and I'm glad we got to spend time together as the Lost Ember. It's going to be a story that, especially because some of it kind of confused me in a frustrated way, where I was like, no, like I shouldn't have Kalani's spirit be held back. She was trying to do what was right. It turns out her spirit wasn't being held back. So it'll be a story I'll be thinking about quite a bit, and a story that I hope will help me remember to just breathe deep, move forward, and do my best to find a way to grow in life and in my world. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. If you have some suggestions or ideas on other adventures that you would like to wander on with the same sort of deep emotional impact, do please let me know. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.